girl TSA in Vegas lost my AirPods. I'm like, I'm about to get on a 10-hour flight to London. Where do my AirPods go? I was like, okay, you guys think I'm on Ozempic. But I was being gaslit by these agents, like by these TSA agents. To the London hotel. Very cute. We're on the 9th floor. Fancy. Brief intermission from editing me. There was a story I was going to tell you guys about our traveling experience to London that is just kind of wild, that I didn't want to leave out because it was kind of a roller coaster of emotions, honestly, and just like a roller coaster in general. And I completely forgot to tell you guys because I was honestly just very tired. So here's future me to tell you guys about it. We had to take multiple flights to get to London Heathrow Airport. So first our flight was delayed like twice, like 2 hours, which was fine because our layover in Vegas was supposed to be like 4 hours, like 3 or 4 hours. It was supposed to be pretty long, which was going to give us enough time to eat dinner and also buy snacks for the plane, just like a couple of things to be satiated on a 10-hour flight. We got delayed twice for the flight trying to get to Vegas, and our Vegas layover again was supposed to be multiple hours, and that 3 to 4 hours turned into like 45 minutes. And if you've never been to the Vegas airport, so there's Terminal 1 and 2, and then Terminal 3 is like separate. We landed in Terminal 1 and we had to get to Terminal 3, right? Stay with me. So we land in Terminal 1, we have to walk out of the airport. Okay, we walk out of the airport. At this point, it's almost like 9 p.m. I think our flight leaves at like 10 p.m. to go to London, okay? We have to take a bus to Terminal 3. That bus, thankfully, there was a sign that said bus runs every 15 to 30 minutes. That's crazy. But again, okay. We got there and there was a bus leaving right when we got there. Thankfully, the bus driver was like helping somebody put their luggage on the bus, and so we got to get on. Perfect, because otherwise, if we had to wait 15 to 30 minutes, we would have missed our flight. We get there, you have to go through TSA again. A little bit of a nightmare. So we go through regular TSA, we're rushing through. Thankfully, there was not really a big line or anything at Terminal 3. So there was still water in my water bottle, so I had to quickly take my water bottle out of my backpack and go dump it in a trash can, come back, put it in the bin, send it off and go through, okay? I go through one line, my boyfriend goes through another. I'm in my line, everything's fine. Our gate is right outside TSA, so fine, it's fine. At this point, we still haven't, we didn't get to go and get any food. We were looking at what restaurants were in the terminals, and there was like a store right there. Perfect, right? So we have about like 20 minutes, right? The boarding is about to start. We had a later group, so we could have at least like grabbed a couple of things, right? But wrong, okay? Plot twist, my water bottle was in a bin, right? I put it in a bin. Obviously, I didn't put my water bottle on the belt. That would be kind of gross. I don't want my water bottle, it's in a wallet, it has a straw. I don't want that, like the parts that touch my mouth to touch a belt in the airport, okay? There was 3 things in that bin, and then my suitcase and my backpack were in other bins, okay? We got a lot of bins going through. But I guess they didn't like that my water bottle was with my sweatshirt. I don't know, but the TSA agent took it off, took it out of the bin, out of their own volition, and just put it on the belt. Just put it on the belt, okay? And I get it. Maybe you didn't want it on top of the jacket. Maybe it was on top of the jacket and that messes up the x-ray scan. That's okay. Maybe put it in a different bin. I don't know. So I'm like getting all my stuff and trying to put it all back into my bag. And then I look on the belt because I'm like, okay, I've got my iPad, I got my sweatshirt, okay, whatever. Where's my water bottle? I look on the belt, you know, there's like the glass barriers. Again, bear with me. There's 2 conveyor belts like this that, you know, move the stuff along. There's like a divot where they meet. My water bottle's just stuck, spinning indefinitely in between those 2 belts. It's just spinning. And I had my AirPods. I have like an AirPod like clear case on it, and it has a circle carabiner around it, right? So I had my keychain of my AirPods on my wallet, which I do a lot, like when I go to the gym, if I don't have pockets, right? Just like this, okay? Wallets have this, okay? I had a carabiner on my headphones, so I just hook it on like this while I'm at the gym. This is what it looked like when I laid it down empty in the basket, okay? And then we're rushing to get to Terminal 3, so I don't have time to be like, oh my gosh, I need to take my AirPods off my water bottle and put it in my bag. Like, I have ADHD. If that thought crossed my mind, I'm cured, okay? That thought did not cross my mind. Now back to being in TSA. My water bottle was just spinning on the belt, so I had to get somebody's attention. So I tried to get the TSA agent's attention. I was like, hey, don't know what happened. My water bottle is on the belt, just like spinning. Then I see that the circle carabiner on my water bottle is there, but the AirPods are not, okay? The AirPods were not there. Where'd my AirPods go? What happened to them? And I told them, I said, okay, my AirPods were on my water bottle when I put it in the bin. Why is my water bottle for one outside the bin? I didn't say all this. I'm not confrontational, but I did say like, hey, my water bottle had my AirPods on that carabiner and it's on the belt. Like, can you look for them? Like, they must have dropped somewhere because my water bottle is just on the belt by itself, okay? Having a field day. It's spinning round and round. TSA agent, I get it. If you're overworked and underpaid, you don't give a rat's ass what's happening to somebody's AirPods. You don't care. I get that. I'm like, I'm about to get on a 10-hour flight to London. Where do my AirPods go? They look very briefly. They open a drawer, like maybe that catches things that fall off the belt. I don't really know. And then they're like, we don't see them. Go over to that clock over there. That's where security is, and ask them to check the cameras. I walk over there, right? I can see our gate. People are lining up. People are trying to line up. I'm like freaking out. And then one guy comes over and he's like, hey, like, have you been helped? I was like, no, but I was in this line and my AirPods were on my water bottle and they're gone. And they told me to come over here. He walks over and my boyfriend finally comes over and he's helping. And I'm like freaking out. And it's not because like you can't replace AirPods. They were a gift from me from my mom for Christmas last year. You can replace them. That's fine. I have flight anxiety. I can't fall asleep well on flights, and also it's a 10-hour flight. It's almost 10 p.m. at this point. I haven't eaten. I don't have any food. Now I don't have water because we don't have time to like go fill our water bottles, okay? I'm like being gaslit into thinking that when I dumped out my water bottle into the trash can, because there wasn't one of those like water collectors, they were just like, go dump it in the trash can. I was like, okay. I was being gaslit into thinking that I somehow, when I unscrewed the water bottle to dump it out, that I pressed on the carabiner and they were in a garbage can somewhere. Like, they were making me think that I lost them, or that they were outside at the bus stop. But I was being gaslit by these agents, like by these TSA agents, that it was my fault. They're like, we don't have them. You know how iPhone has Find My? I was on that and I could see that they were at Terminal 3. Like, it showed the location. I'm like looking on my phone, like trying to like play the sound, whatever. Like, I'm trying to find a way to find them. Like, I'm trying to track them on my phone, but it has such a general location on them. Like, it literally just showed they were at Terminal 3. Anyways, so they're like, sorry, we can't help you. Okay? I'm texting my mom like crazy. I'm like, girl, TSA in Vegas lost my AirPods. I cannot sleep while on flights, and I can't sleep without like noise. So I'm like, well, I need to be able to like put on music or a movie or something while I'm trying to sleep on the plane, because I cannot sleep on planes like ever. But it's about to be 10-hour flight. It's 10 p.m. So all that happens, we hear them calling groups. We're like, we have to go. And so we didn't get food. We didn't get snacks. So you may think that was it, right? That was the worst of it, right? We get on the plane, dinner rolls around, right? They come out with dinner and then they come out with like a breakfast. But anyways, dinner rolls around. They said, we don't have a vegan meal selected for this seat. I'm sorry. At this point, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be skinty when I get in London. Like, I'm gonna be skinny. I was like, okay, you guys think I'm on Ozempic. Thanks. I'm gonna be so hot and skinny when I land in London. But no, I was also just freaking out. Thankfully, for dinner, someone else on the flight had a lactose-free meal. I couldn't eat everything that they gave me, but I could eat a good chunk of it, right? Like, there was some lentils and beans and stuff. Something divine has happened to me that there was somebody on the flight that didn't want the lactose-free dinner. Cool, thank you. I, at this point, was like, I was getting nauseous, okay? All I wanted was like a blueberry stack from IHOP. I can't eat IHOP pancakes, but like that, just picture blueberry IHOP pancakes. That's what I wanted. I was on the verge of tears just thinking about pancakes, okay? But breakfast rolls around. Of course, they didn't have the vegan meal selected for me, and there wasn't like a lactose-free breakfast. They were also giving a yogurt in a fruit cup. I can't have the yogurt, but I can have the fruit cup, and my boyfriend gave me his. But they're like this big, okay? I had like 4 bites of fruit for breakfast. You guys didn't ask, but that was how my flight experience went, getting from here to London. Okay, I'm not blaming that on London, but I gotta blame somebody, and it's gonna be the Vegas airport, okay? But that is the wild story. So back to London, Gwen. All right, the view from the 9th floor. Somebody call me bougie or what? All right, here's the room tour. We've got a closet. Oh, it's got a fancy light. What is this? Wow, okay. There's a shower, yeah, okay. Little reading nook. Let's take a peek at that view. Other rooms. That's actually pretty. Okay. Okay, we're in the hotel room. It's like 6:50 p.m. So we're gonna go get dinner. It's like 11 at home, at 11 a.m. at home right now. I really want pancakes, so I'm gonna try for this like Japanese pancake place that has like dairy-free souffle pancakes. So we're gonna go head over there now, hopefully. We'll see. Cappuccino souffle pancakes. This is decadent. We are greedy today. Great. Didn't know time could move so fast. 10 years later and I'm still your baby. Hold tight, 'cause I know that we're changing, but I will be forever young in your arms. Tell the story about you and me. Of our love, she gon' love you like summer 15. Hold tight, 'cause I know that we're changing. I made it to Big Ben, or Elizabeth Tower, whatever you want to call it. It's bigger than I thought it was gonna be. That's what she said. We're gonna go to Londis, a little convenience store, get snacks, go back to the hotel, shower, finally change out of these clothes. Google's a liar, Londis is closed. We're gonna go to Sainsbury because we want snacks. So we have to walk 10 minutes now, but it's fine. I don't ever think I've seen a sugar-free Red Bull this big before. Gonna try snacks, watch a movie, and we just showered and got in our PJs, so we're gonna go to bed. I will talk to y'all in the morning. Good morning, you guys. It's like 7 a.m. so bright and early. Gonna go to the breakfast hall and then head out to Notting Hill for the day for a little bit. We only have today here, so it's gonna be very busy. So I'm just gonna finish getting ready, and then we are heading to Notting Hill and going out to Portobello Market. That's the first thing we're doing this morning. Anyways, we'll get out there by like 9:30, which is perfect because that's when the stores open anyways. And we're gonna do this little passport holder decorating thing that I saw. Super cute. I also wanted to see Notting Hill. The movie is super cute. Showed it to boyfriend, he really liked it. And so we can go see Notting Hill. And the neighborhood, super cute. It's gonna be a pretty short stop this morning out there to do that, look around the shops, maybe get like a late second breakfast or like some kind of like snack, and then we'll come back out to central London. We're gonna go to Carnaby Street today to do like some shopping and get like souvenir gifts, anything else we want to do like that, and then try some of the food stalls. I think there's like food stalls there as far as I'm aware. I don't know, haven't been there yet, so we'll see. And then last night we did see Elizabeth Tower / Big Ben and the London Eye, already crossing off like the big landmarks that are cool to see. So that's good because, you know, we have so much to do that, like, you know, you want to do everything, but we have such a short amount of time here. We leave at like 6 a.m. tomorrow, so everything's got to be done today. We leave actually before 6 because that's when our train leaves, so bright and early tomorrow as well. But gonna finish getting ready and then we'll head out and we'll have a good day. It's supposed to be like 70 degrees at the highest today, so a little bit colder. At home it's like 90 plus degrees, and in France this week it's supposed to be like 90, so it's gonna be hot. It's gonna be hot. So enjoying the cooler weather before that. It's pretty gray out today, but it is pretty. The fit. It's a pretty boring fit. Matches the gray outside. We took our first bus. Now we're waiting for our transfer bus to Portobello Market out to Notting Hill. So it is 9. So we should be out there by like 9:30. Bus number 2. Here's our finished passport covers. They're so cute. We also got some of these. These baddies and these baddies. Throwback. It's the Uber boat over there. You see it. London, baby! Just to get a little bit too gone, baby. I've been listening all night long. All night long. You're the one dancing with your cigarette. Carefree me, I wanna be with you. We just dropped off all this stuff at the hotel. Now we're gonna go get dinner. We're gonna get pasta, and then we're gonna end our night. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Dinner served. But that was our 2 days in London. Let me know if you guys have had any crazy TSA experiences, because I'm curious how many other people have had wild shit happen to them while they're trying to, especially fly somewhere international. But that is gonna be all. I hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for next week for the Paris vlogs, and I will see you guys in the next one.